Good afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching, everybody. Today we're working on a 2012 Ford Edge. Pretty sure it's an Edge, but it is not wanting to start. And turn the key, it does nothing. So I tested the starter; it's got power going to it. And then when you turn the key power or to the solenoid, when you turn the key, it goes to starter. And you hit it with a hammer, it starts. So we got a bad starter. So our starter's right here on this car. It's located that guy right there. So what we're gonna do is take this airbox out, probably unhook this top hose, which I believe comes from the thermostat. Don't quote me on that though. And then we'll get to it. But first, before we do any of this, since we're dealing with that especially, we're gonna unhook the battery and probably go ahead and clean up some of these terminals too, because not looking the greatest on this car. But yeah, we're gonna unhook the battery and then I'll show you how to take the airbox off. All right, y'all, so I ended up having to take the airbox off first so I could get a ratchet on that terminal. But how this starts is you'll take this clip off. It's a flathead. I did the same thing here so I could move this around easier, but mass airflow sensor has to come out. These two little clamps that go on the side of here come out, and then this part just lifts right up. You set her off to the side. And then for the main, I don't really know what this area is called, honestly. Maybe like a catch can type thing, but I'm not sure. You've got some vent hoses, one being right here. It's just one of these little quick connectors. And then the other on the other side, which is, you just pull that one out. So that quick connect melts right there, and then the other one goes in right there. And then pull this guy off too and set it to the side. And then as far as the true box goes, let's take our filter out. There's one mounting bolt right there. I don't see any others at the moment, but I do see two of the little plastic, little push pin type things. And I don't see any more down there below it. So we'll take that guy out. I honestly may just take these two out so the whole thing comes out, but then we're gonna disconnect the battery and then we'll take this top coil hose off. And then there's the starter right there. You can see it. You can kind of see it. But yep, we'll be right back. All right, guys. Yep, we were right. Just has the two little plastic pushers. And these were a 5/16 for me, but I think they're really 8 mil. It just works. Got a bloody finger now too. But yeah, really had to fight with the battery terminals. But we're gonna clean it up, make it look a lot better. You can see all the corrosion on it. So now what we're gonna do is take this radiator hose off, and I'm gonna kind of zip tie it up so I don't lose all the coolant. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But here's the starter. Here's a better look at it. So if you don't take this hose off, you have to disconnect. This is part of the gear selector, I believe. Since it's a front-wheel drive car, kind of like the Cadillac. But we're gonna take this guy out. I'm just gonna unclamp this, and then we will undo the starter. There's the head of the starter off. And yeah, then we should be able to pull it out whenever FedEx gets here. With the starter, we'll pray that FedEx actually shows up on time. But yep, so we're gonna take our trusty rusty little hose clamps and get them around this guy. And then what I'm gonna do is basically just squeeze and get this guy off. I actually may have to go get some channel locks for that. But I'm gonna rig up some zip ties probably to the hood strut and just kind of hold it up over here. And then I'll just put back in a like alcohol water mix, whatever we lose. But yeah, then we will get to taking the starter out. All right, we've got radiator hose up. Really didn't lose that much fluid. I know it kind of looks like a lot, but it really wasn't that much. So now what I'm gonna do is take this little teeny tiny wrench and I'm going to undo the bolts on the top of the starter, which I think is just gonna be that one and that one. I don't think, yep, just those two. So it's gonna be the one most left on the screen and the one most up on the screen. So west and north, but we'll get those off. And then the harness is on one of the bolts, but then the other bolt is right there. Ooh, right there and right there, and then the whole thing should come out. So what I'm gonna do, all I'm gonna do on this part of the video is just those 2 bolts, and then take this harness up with one of the, oh, where's it at? One of these little pry tools, if I can get it. One of these little pry tools. You just put under it and pull it up, and then you can take that bolt off, and then we'll get started. All right, guys, she's put back together, purring like a kitten. I'm just gonna let it run, get operating temp, and drive a mile or 2, make sure we don't get too warm, since we lost a little coolant. But I did put some water back in, and it's not gonna be near cold enough to freeze for a while. So, yep, I'm good. Anyways, that's how you do it, not hard. Simple, simple. But again, throw the airbox back on, hook your battery back up. Make sure if you're corroded, you at least clean it up a little bit. If nothing, just take a rag to it. But again, starter right there, new starter in, put your 2 hoses back on, put everything back together. Got 2 vacuum lines, and then your mass airflow, and you're golden. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, you can do it yourself, not hard at all.